See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Talawa TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Usha the Messenger, and you're watching Talawa TV with the host and best. So Davis, take it away.
Good day, my followers. How are you all? Slightly bit of a delay there from my end. I do apologize. Let me know how I am sounding audio wise. Had a little bit of a glitch with my audio equipment, but I think everything should be good your end. I can hear myself through the mic through my headphones, so that kind of gives me an indication that everything is working well. So do let me know there in the comments section if you can hear me loud and clear. If you can't, then obviously I would need to make a little tweak my end. So yes, again, good day to you all. The headline for this evening's live stream, I say evening because my time right now says 6 minutes to 7 p.m. here in the UK. So I am definitely well ahead of myself here. I know I usually give you guys live stream round about 11 p.m. to maybe 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, UK time, that is, just to accommodate you guys who are coming home from work and so on. So today, doing things a little bit different just because I need to pretty much get the information out there to you guys because you've been banging on my door asking what's going on with the Reggae Girlz squad for the Concacaf Women's Championship. We're under a week, 1 week away, under a week, about 6 more days. And we will know in less than a week's time the results there as it relates to our opening match for the CONCACAF Women's Championship, where we'll be taking on the host nation, Mexico. So within a week's time, we'll know how things have gotten off as we look to qualify for a second consecutive Women's World Cup qualification on the bounce. Bless up yourself. Good day to yourself. How are you? How am I sounding? How's my audio sounding? Do I need to do any tweaks? Do I need to do anything? Let me know and I will try and sort something out for you guys. MPEC, good evening, or is it a good afternoon? I think it's a good afternoon for yourself. How are you? What's on the lunch menu? Right, so let me bring up my notes. I'm gonna make this one short. Yes, I know. I always say I'm gonna make it short, and I end up talking for hours. I don't think I'm going to do it on this particular stream because I have a few other bits that I need to get through before I can close off on my evening. So we're going to be looking at Chantel Swaby, looking at the squad announcement there as it relates to our CONCACAF Women's Championship. I know I've already given you guys a 26 player squad. At the time, I did say that it was a tentative squad, meaning that it wasn't confirmed and should expect to see a few dropouts there for the 23 player official squad. So we've had those players who, unfortunately for them, have been taken out of the team. So the team has now been trimmed down to 24 players. So be interesting to know who is that one additional player because we know it's 23 players that are going. And we've already seen the USA's 23 player squad, the 23 player roster as it relates to the CONCACAF Women's Championship. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, we will be playing against the United States. I'm sure you guys are looking forward to that one. And okay, so you can hear me loud and clear. That's wonderful. That is good stuff. Good news. Okay, guys. So, like I said, we're going to be talking through a few things on today's live stream. Again, let me reiterate that Chantel Swaby, our official 24 player squad. Also looking at a few names that didn't make it to the final squad. Looking at Jade Bailey, and also taking another look at our opponents there. See, some of you have already brought up the friendlies. Possibly not music to your ears. We have done a few matches, but they're scrimmage matches. So I'm pretty sure that's not news that is welcome into your world. Um, Good evening, Mr. Price. Good day, I should say. How are you? Good afternoon to yourself. What's on the lunch menu? What's on the lunch menu? I see some of you are getting right. Oh, wow. Save me a plate. Save me a plate, please. I'll bring the drinks. Let me know what you fancy, and I will definitely accommodate your stew peas with some drinks. Let me know what you fancy, and I'll keep the tabs on me. It sucks that we didn't get any friendlies. Yeah, we got a I don't really call it friendlies. We played a few scrimmage matches. Let's try and keep it nice and friendly on tonight's stream. No, Jade Bailey. No, Jade Bailey is there. Jade Bailey is there. So that's music to your ears. Jade Bailey is definitely in the confirmed squad. Macaroni and cheese. Okay. I can probably put that on the side of my stew peas, so it's nice. Keep those lunch menu coming my way, guys. I'm gonna make my dinner soon, so keep those lunch suggestions or whatever it is you guys are having for lunch, keep them coming my way. Right, so let's just get into things. I'm going to be starting off with Chantel Swaby. I'm pretty sure some of you would have already seen the news there as it relates to Chantel Swaby and Rangers. Right, so let me just, Leon, Mr. Price, I'm sorry, sir, I'm gonna have to just remove your comments quickly so that I can bring a few things up on my screen so that you guys can actually read whatever I have on my shared screen effectively well. Right, so I'm going to turn on my shared screen and we're going to just backtrack just a little bit as it relates to Chantel Swaby and Rangers, just to jog your memory. Top, we're going to look at Chantel Swaby, Kaylee McCoy, and Rangers. And this happened back in May. This one reads for itself, doesn't it? Don't want to read it. I'll go ahead and read it for you. It says, still undefeated, still champions. And this relates to the league title in the Scottish Women's Premiership there. As it reads for itself, full-time score in the Old Firm Derby says Rangers 3, Celtic 1. And that is Chantel Swaby right there. You can definitely see her there with her braids. She and Rangers, Swaby and Rangers, Chantel Swaby and Rangers sealed the Scottish Women's Premiership title against Celtic, and they done so in a undefeated season. So just to re-jog your memory, that's how things happened there for Chantel Swaby, Kaylee McCoy, and Rangers back in May. As you can see over there, should be able to read this one. Maybe it's a little bit too small on your screen, but you should be able to read that this happened in May of this year. So the reason why I want to talk about Chantel Swaby, we now only have, as things stands, only Kayla McCoy to keep an eye on for Rangers women's team. That is a bit of information that came out some hours ago as it relates to Chantel Swaby. I say some hours ago. Let me correct myself. This was yesterday. My apologies. Chantel Swaby will move on from Rangers Football Club this summer. So Chantel Swaby is no longer a Rangers player. If you kept an eye on Chantel's Instagram, you probably would have already have put two and two together as it relates to Chantel Swaby and Rangers. So that is that where Chantel Swaby and Rangers are concerned. So as things stand, the only reggae girl that we can keep an eye on up in Scotland for the time being is Kayla McCoy. Would like to see if we could add maybe one or two more reggae girls to the crop. Fancy seeing a few of the reggae girls playing for the same team in competitive leagues for obvious reasons. Don't really think I need to dive into that too much. I'll see what you guys are saying. Congrats, Chantel. Yeah, definitely. Saying congrats. I've need to figure out where she's going next. Need to find out about the league and who her next team will be. Also have some news coming up. I have to hold my horses with this one as it relates to Paige Bailey Gill. Got some exciting news coming up. Step by step as it relates to Paige Bailey Gill. We now know some weeks back that she's no longer a Leicester City women's player, and she will be going to a new club. So it'll be interesting to tell you guys in some weeks' time, hopefully, once I'm given the green light to share some news with you guys as it relates to Paige Bailey Gill and her next club. Hope she gets a gold. Hope she gets a good club in the summer. Yeah, hopefully she has it in her locker, doesn't she? played a pivotal role in the Rangers' defense. So hopefully she does secure a steady club in a well-respected league. Good day, good afternoon. What's on your lunch menu? You've come at the right time, right in the nick of time. Let me put back up my headline there for you guys so that you could all give it a read. We'll be looking at the Reggae Girlz confirmed squad for the Concacaf Women's Championship. Already touched on Chantal Swaby in case you're just tuning in, and that's some news there as it relates to Chantal Swaby and Rangers. She's no longer a Rangers player. She will be leaving the club this summer as confirmed by Rangers. Like I said, if you kept an eye on Chantal Swaby's Instagram, you would have managed to put two and two together and pretty much come to a conclusion or confirmation without Rangers feeding it to you. So there you go as it relates to Chantal. Wow, okay. Okay. All right. You guys are having a healthy options there in the comment section with your lunches. I'm a tad bit jealous. We've got curry chicken and dumpling. Someone has stew peas. Where is it? Oh my god, you're having my dinner. This is what I'm gonna make tonight. Minus the bami. I'm gonna have green plantain. So I'm gonna green plantain. Sorry. Fry ripe plantain and green banana. So yeah, we're having something in common. Charles, you're having that for your lunch, and I'll be making that for my dinner later on. All right, guys. So yes, let's go back to the team. Sometimes I like to go a little bit off track with you guys to make things a little bit more personal and enjoyable. Right, so we're gonna look at what's next there on my list. Already spoken to you guys about the omission of Tiffany Cameron. Pretty sure you guys would have heard lots of conversation around Tiffany Cameron. I did give this to you guys in my last live stream, so let me just reiterate as confirmed by my source. Tiffany Cameron tweaked a muscle in camp. It will take, at the time, it did say it will take more than, it will take about 10 more days for Cameron to not feel anything when she sprints. So this was some days ago. So that's probably roughly, say, maybe 8 more days for Cameron to not feel anything when she sprints. And it was also stated that she wasn't properly eased into training when she arrived after being on a short break post-season. So that's definitely caught you guys up to speed as it relates to Tiffany Cameron. So hopefully when I do read out that 24-player squad announcement, none of you in the comments section should be scratching your heads and saying, where is Tiffany Cameron? We also knew some weeks ago, a little over 2 weeks ago, that there was also no Marlo Sweatman in the initial tentative squad announcement there, the 26 players tentative squad list. There was no Marlo Sweatman. Some of you are wondering, is she injured? No, she wasn't injured. She just wasn't selected. So that should bring you guys up to speed as it relates to one or two of the players there that you guys usually ask about. It is. It's quite rough, isn't it? Any passport. As it relates to Jade Bailey, you'll be pleased to hear that she's been given the green light. So Jade Bailey and Drew Spence have been given the green light to officially kick things off competitively for their country. So yes, if you have already been asking in the comment section about Jade Bailey, she's been given the green light to play for her country. Double check that one with my source just before I came on the live stream for you guys there, and it was confirmed that her paperwork is done and dusted. So I'm looking forward to seeing. My audio just dropped for a second, guys. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. It dropped in my ears. Hopefully we'll see Jade Bailey and Drew Spence there starting at some point for the Reggae Girlz in the Concacaf Women's Championship. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think so. I don't know. I can double check that one for you. I don't think it is on their social media. Are you pushing me? Is that a little friendly nudge? Are you telling me to hurry up and give you the squad announcement? Is that what you're telling me there, Mr. Price? All right, I reckon I can take a hint. So I'll go ahead and give you your official 24 player squad announcement. Remember, guys, there's one additional player because we are obviously taking 23 confirmed official players there in terms of player selection for the three upcoming games. So starting from the back, we have Sydney Schneider, Chantel Swaby, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Salone. And that's some welcoming news there for you guys because you're always asking about the Rolls Royce Havana. So she's back in the team. She's returned. Chinelu Asher, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Khadija Shaw, Sashana Campbell, Rebecca Spencer, Den Blackwood. Another return there. Den Blackwood. Atlanta Primus is also making a return. Alison Swaby, Tierney Wiltshire, Drew Spence, Satara Murray, my apologies, another return there. Yasmin Jameson, Trudy Carter, Jada Hilton Palea, Kiki Van Zanten, Jodie Brown, Mariah Gray, Paige Bailey Gale, and Sade Adamolakun. If you want me to repeat that squad announcement, do go ahead and give me a friendly ask. Ask politely. You ask a bit too rough, and I might not do as you ask. But yeah, if you guys want me to repeat that squad announcement, do let me know and I will go ahead and do exactly that for you. I have never seen this combination before, but it does sounds delightful. Does sound delightful. Sweet corn, yes. Corn beef with sweet corn, yes. But I've not seen it or heard of it with cauliflower rice. Okay, I didn't see the rice. Is what is that? Cauliflower and rice or um surely, right? I have to tidy that one up there for me, Jamaican Red Devil. Maybe I'm reading that one wrong. Apologies if I am. So yes, Mr. Powell, good day. I am well. How are you? Again, guys, if you want me to go ahead and read out that squad announcement, I will go ahead and do that. Leon Price. There's always one, isn't there? Leon is saying, can you repeat the list? Of course I can repeat the list for you. We already saw, I did bring this up on my last live stream that we already saw that USA. Let's remind you guys that we will be playing against the United States. As you can see here, this one was released to us on June the 13th, 2022. They released their 23-player roster for the Concacaf Women's Championship. So we have 24 players on our list. So clearly there's a player there on standby. Be interesting to know who that player is. So I'm gonna go ahead and read that list out there for you guys. Yes, we do have a couple of returns, and if you've been following the team, then you should definitely know who those returns are. If not, I'll give you some gentle reminder. Okay, so yes, we have Sydney Schneider, Chantel Swaby, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Salone, Chinelu Asher, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Khadija Shaw, Sashana Campbell, Rebecca Spencer, Den Blackwood, Alison Swaby, Tierney Wiltshire, Drew Spence, Satara Murray, Yasmin Jameson, Trudy Carter, Jada Hilton Palea, Kiki Van Zanten, Jodie Brown, Mariah Gray, Paige Bailey Gale, and Sade Adamolakun. So, can you please name the you guys? Are you guys pulling my leg or what? You really want me to read it again, or did I just not see this list there? Your comment before I read it again, please. All right, I'm gonna read it to you guys, but just allow me to get through a couple more tabs there. But before I close off, I'm gonna definitely read that list out there. Read that list back to you guys again. Just to remind you, it is 24 players there on the list. So I am expecting one player to be on standby. No idea who that player is as of yet, but there's definitely a player there on standby. Okay, so I guess I could go ahead and look at that press release there for you guys. One second there, guys. See what you guys, midfield looks good. Yeah, midfield. Yeah, no, Tiffany. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I did say to you guys that I'm more likely to be coming with some bad news. So yeah, sorry to be the bearer of bad news there. I knew you guys would bring up Tiffany, so that's why I hashed that one out from early doors for you all. So sorry about that. Who is that? Who is the two gem that you're referring to? In addition to Tiffany Cameron, who else was not picked? Um, Depends on what you're referring to in terms of who else was the obvious. So you're talking about the obvious names from what we saw from the previous camp in terms of the qualifiers for the championship. You could look at Marlon Sweatman if you're talking about obvious players again from the Concacaf qualifiers some months back. 25 likes and we'll read absolutely. Ryan don't play when it comes to his likes. I think you're right about that. I'm gonna sit tight. I've already done what I needed to do for this live stream, which is to give you guys the 24 players confirmed for the CONCACAF Women's Championship. You're absolutely right about that one. Unless I get 25 likes on the live stream from the 23 of you who are currently watching, I don't think I'm going to be reading out that squad list again. I would love if you all spare a second and I agree with you. I would definitely appreciate it if they touch that like button there for me. Oh wow, lovely. I like that. I like the way that sound. Plumber, no, Miss Konya Plumber, she's unavailable due to personal reasons there. But don't worry, don't fret. I'm sure when possible, when feasible, she'll make a return. So don't worry. I know I've said personal reasons, but it's nothing for you to be concerned about. So she's not available due to personal reasons, but nothing alarming or worrying for us as the 12th man. Jade Bailey and Spencer, yes, both in the squad, definitely both there in the 24 players confirmed for the CONCACAF Women's Championship. You got Ryan, you're going to live long. Someone big up yourself, right? Good day to yourself. Hope your day is going well. Someone just requested for the guys to hit the like in the comment section in your voice, because we all know how Ryan gets when it comes to his like button. Finally, a Jamaican team with a solid midfield. Hope no slow pace football need to put up their movement of pace. That all comes down to coaching, doesn't it? That definitely all comes down to coaching. I don't want to miss nothing off my list. I'm going to be talking about next up is Mexico. So I'm just going to get that up there for you guys. I want to keep whatever is on screen and just give you guys a quick little read there of the press release. The Reggae Girlz broke for camp this morning and are headed to Mexico today. They spent 2 weeks at altitude in Denver, Colorado, undergoing intense preparation and will now go into another 4-day camp in Mexico as they fine tune for the CONCACAF Women's Championship against host nation Mexico next Monday. So put that one down in your diary there. Next Monday is when it all kicks off, and we'll be taking on the host nation. The delegation will enter the CONCACAF host hotel on Saturday. And we know that the girls will be led by interim head coach, the Don Lorne Donaldson. Hope Lauren play some good football. You and me both. You and me both. Well, they're gonna need to, aren't they? They're going to need to. Individual brilliance, collective brilliance, coaching brilliance. Everybody just needs to be brilliant. So they're definitely going to have to get things together. So maybe 4 more likes there, and I will go ahead and read out that squad list there for you guys again. before I have to love you and leave you. I might take this one to maybe 30 to 45 minutes, depending on if I need to cover further grounds. Pretty much giving you guys all the necessary information. Gonna do a little bit of a backtracking. Let's see this one. Okay, this one would have already kicked off, so I'm gonna go back and look at Mexico briefly there with you guys. I know we touched on Mexico before, right? Again, on my last live stream. So let me just go ahead and look at Mexico. I'm going to look at Mexico, USA, and Haiti, right? Before I do that, let me go and give you guys a gentle reminder of the upcoming games as well as their relevant dates to you guys. So if you cast your eyes on the screen, might want to take a little bit of a snapshot of this one. These are the dates that you guys need to put in your diary. And if you are in the UK like myself, just know that we are 6 hours ahead of these time zones. So we're actually playing, for example, our game will be played on July 5th, not July 4th, right? So unless you are outside of the, if you're outside of the UK, these are the dates that you need to put in your diary. So Jamaica kick things off against Mexico on July the 4th. And that is under a week away now. And we will then follow up against the United States on July the 7th. And then we have a match against the Caribbean outfit, Haiti. And that match will be played on July the 11th. So put those dates there in your back pocket and don't forget them. Etch those dates there in your diary. All relevant for the next couple of weeks. We will be talking quite heavily about the Reggae Girlz. I missed out on some comments. Where is my manners? Saw some comments that I wanted to highlight. So let me go back and see what did I miss out on. I know I missed. There we go. There we go. Hi, good evening. I know me and you're in the same time zone. Hope you're getting ready to have your dinner, JT. Good evening to yourself. Fresh. Good day, Fresh. How are you? What's on your lunch menu then? Someone's a little bit eager. Drop the squad. DJ Johnson, you have received the squad. Sir, I hope you're happy with what you heard. And yes, I will be reading out that squad again before I close off on the live stream. We're going to do a watch along for the U20 men, one win away to qualify for the World Cup. Is that a request? Are you guys requesting me to do a live stream? I'm late. Can you go over the squad again one more time? Good evening to yourself. Most certainly, I can definitely do that for you. But before I continue, let me go back over and look at the Mexico friendlies, because I did touch on that in my last live stream. So let me just go over that just to, again, bring us all on the same page. In case you guys are wondering what's going on with Mexico, what's going on with the USA, as well as Haiti. Let's all try to bring ourselves on the same page. So let me just refresh my page here. It should be a game, the second match. Mexico should be playing against Peru as we speak. That's if that match went ahead. All right, so let's turn on my shared screen quickly for you guys. Let's head over to, where are they? Okay, there, Mexico. So I did discuss this one on the last live stream. Mexico defeated Peru in their friendly, gave them an absolute hammering there, beating them 5-1. Good steamrolling performance there from Mexico. By the way, they're the host nation, for those of you who are wondering, for the Concacaf Women's Championship. Handled their business against Peru, beating them 5-1. And they were supposed to have a reverse of that fixture at 10 past 5 today. I'm not sure if Google is just a little bit delayed or if that one isn't going ahead. I'm going to take a bet or a guess and say that maybe Google is a little bit delayed there. So don't get too happy that now that you see that there's nothing on the screen in front of you as it relates to kickoff. So another match, another game that we looked at. some days ago was the United States. And they had the first of their one of their friendlies there against Colombia. Again, we will be playing against the United States. This one reads for itself, doesn't it? You can see they clearly topped in Colombia. And they did so 3-0, beating Colombia 3-0 in their friendly. They do have a reversed friendly in the diary. And this one should be later on my time. Ignore this time where it says tomorrow 3 a.m. This is Google giving me the times based off my location. So they'll be doing their reverse leg against Colombia later on, if you guys want to keep an eye on that. And we have our Caribbean rivals, Haiti. And they played against Costa Rica in one of their friendlies. And as you can see there, they beat Costa Rica 4-2. Last time I looked at this, I could have sworn that the result was saying Costa Rica beat them. So Costa Rica, they beat Costa Rica 4-2. My apologies, I clearly read that one wrong on my last live stream. So yes, defeated Costa Rica 4-2. Guys, I'm getting this completely wrong. I'm confusing myself. I didn't get it wrong. I just did a quick refresh. So they actually beat Costa Rica. So that's something. Wow. Okay, let me backtrack. I didn't get it wrong on my last live stream. Fair play to Haiti. Damn. Fair play. So yeah, I didn't get that one wrong on my last live stream. So they okay, fair play. So in the last friendly there on Sunday, they defeated Costa Rica. Costa Rica beat them 2-1 in the first of their friendly. And as you can see in the reverse fixture, they managed to pretty much even the scoring there in terms of the legs, the reverse fixture. They defeated Costa Rica 4-2 on this occasion, on the second occasion. So fair play to them. Lost the first friendly and then won the second. That one caught me by surprise. That one even confused me. That's not to say that Haiti don't have it in their locker. Kind of says a lot about who we're up against, doesn't it? Let's have another look at that one. First friendly was on Sunday there for Haiti against Costa Rica. Costa Rica defeated them 2-1. And in a game that was played today, not too long ago, they defeated Costa Rica 4-2. Okay. Interesting. Fair play to Haiti. Definitely fair play to Haiti. Let's see what you guys are saying in the Yes, sir, I am alive. How am I sounding, Formula? Good evening to yourself. How am I sounding? How's the audio sounding from your end? I keep asking people this because of I have what's the word I'm searching for? I have gone and I've introduced new audio to the setup. So I've invested in new audio. So I'm hoping there's a difference in how I sound. Still thinking about that Haiti results there. Good for them. Good for them. At least they're getting the opportunity to face off against well-respected opposition. And like I said to you, Mexico should be playing their reverse fixture against Peru if that one went ahead. They should be that game should be looking to be wrapped up actually. Not really sure why Google isn't showing me the result for that one, but that one should be wrapping up any minute now. But in the reverse fixture against Peru, just to remind you all, Mexico defeated Peru 5-1. Learning from you guys. I am absolutely good evening to yourself. Absolutely loud learning from you guys. Definitely. I'm gonna have to love you guys and leave you maybe in about 6 minutes time so that I can go ahead and make my dinner and also go for a evening walk as well. So it's 7:27 my time. So yeah, I'm going to have to love you and leave you guys any minute now. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. God help with them, because if Haiti can get friendly game and we are not in big problem for us. Well, try not to be too negative there, Island Card, but sometimes when the negativity is slapping you right in the face, you kind of have to address it, don't you? Kind of have to address the elephant in the room. Yeah, it's quite sad. It's quite sad. I can't even hide away from it. The fact of the matter is, personally, I think that the likes of Mexico, USA, and Haiti are better prepared. That's not to say that all three countries will beat us. That's definitely not what I'm saying. But we all know that preparation is key to any given occasion. Definitely think that we have the talent to get the job done in terms of qualifying for a second successive Women's World Cup on the bounce. But the preparation given to the team is appalling. Again, I think we're in a position where we're going to be relying on individual and collective brilliance, and hopefully the head coach, the interim head coach, the Donaldson can work some magic. If not, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a bumpy ride. In under a week to go, things might be a little bit bumpy and uncomfortable for us. But that, again, let me just emphasize that that does not mean that I don't think that the team will qualify, right? I just think that the preparation has been piss poor, appalling preparation, and it's disheartening seeing that, the girls are playing scrimmage matches in a decisive moment in our history books as it relates to women's football and just football in general, because the last time we felt any sense of national pride was back in 2018, where the women's senior team qualified for their first ever Women's World Cup, thus making Jamaica the first Caribbean nation to do so. So you would have thought that this time round things will be more professional, things will be more smooth sailing, because we want to create more history, don't we? But so like I said, it's disheartening, and I'm not going to hide away from it. It is a negative in my books, but thankfully we do have a squad that is loaded with talent. And it's a bit of a shame that, again, we're hanging on to or hoping for individual and collective brilliance to just get the job done. And you know what they say about preparing, right? Preparation and the key to success and all of that. I don't really think I need to remind you guys. You know how that one goes. Audio good. New. I'm glad it gets your seal of approval, because this was expensive. Expensive bit of equipment. So I'm glad that it meets your seal of approval there, Mr. Formula Sports. What's on your dinner menu, Formula, or your lunch menu? You must just be wrapping up lunch, right? So what's on your lunch menu, and what were you having for dinner? Don't tell me about no more. What did you mention? Carrot cake? Was it carrot cake you mentioned the last time and had the comment section going crazy? Good day to yourself. It has been a long while. I try not to keep myself hidden for so long next time round. Right. So just to reiterate, I did hash this one out as it relates to Tiffany Cameron at early doors, because I know that the questions around Tiffany Cameron is absolutely inevitable. That you guys will be asking about Tiffany Cameron. So, as confirmed by my source, Cameron, this was at the time, right? So, at the time, as confirmed by my source, Cameron tweaked a muscle in camp. And again, at the time, it would have taken about 10 more days for Cameron to not feel anything when she sprints. It was also stated that she wasn't properly eased into training when she arrived after being on a short preseason, postseason break there. So let me just reiterate that again for you guys in case you are wondering where is Cameron. As confirmed by my source, Cameron tweaked a muscle in camp. At the time, it would have taken about 10 more days for Cameron to not feel anything when she sprints. It was also stated that she wasn't properly eased into training when she arrived after being on a short break postseason, right? So I hope that you guys can find some clarity there as it relates to Cameron. I'm well. I am well. I can't complain. How are you? but but the edge with their preparation. Who have edge with their? Are you saying someone has an edge with their preparation? I have to clarify that one. When we start to call, what a lovely question you asked. I am good to go, my friend. I am absolutely good to go. Whenever you guys want to call in, let me know. The equipment is literally right beside me. Whenever you want to call in, go ahead and let me know. All I have to do is just connect the phone, really. And then yeah, so whenever you guys are ready to call in, I stuck to my end of the bargain, my end of the deal. I did say that by the time the women's Concacaf Championship comes around the corner, that I would have already secured the call-in show. So I think I've managed to do that. So anytime you guys are feeling in the mood to talk about the team or I don't know, maybe athletics, then go ahead and give me a little nudge and I'll get things up and running for you. Like I said, the only thing I need to do is connect the cable. I connected it on my last live stream, but I haven't connected it on this live stream because I wasn't really expecting anyone to call, to be honest with you. Where is the squad list? I have absolutely no idea where that squad list is located. Is it have JFF released it yet? I don't think they have released it. I feel like Mr. Price has given me another gentle nudge to say go ahead and read out the squad list again. If that's what you want me to do, then I am more than happy to do so before I wrap up my live stream. What was it? What cake was it? Formula, you're playing with me. You know what I'm referring to. What cake was it, Formula? Please remind me. It was definitely a cake. 100% there was a cake that you sent the comment section into a frenzy. I hope we get it right. When is our first game? Good question there, Karumi. So let me just bring that back up again. I'm going to have to remove your comment briefly, coach, and then I can go ahead and give you something. You can go ahead and take a snapshot of this one because it is pretty relevant to your question. And put this one in your diary or make a note of the relevant dates. So we'll be kicking things off against host nation Mexico on July 4th. On July 7th, we'll be taking on the United States. And then on July 11th, we'll be taking on Haiti. So go ahead and take a quick little screenshot if you must. I'll go ahead and wait a couple more seconds for you guys to go ahead and do exactly that. And then we can just move on. Again, at any point, if you want me to read out those dates for you, all you have to do is ask. More than happy to reiterate myself. So hopefully that one answers your question there, Kurumi. Are you going to call Formula? Are you going to call Mr. Formula Sport? Because I will only connect. Here it is. I've got the TRRS cable. So if you're not going to call, don't tell me to connect it because I'm about to connect it right now, Mr. Formula Sports. So unless you're planning on calling, sir, please don't egg me on. So let me go ahead and do a little connection. Let's see what Formula does, guys. It's all over to him. It's all over to Mr. Formula Sports. Good thing you cleared the Cameron thing up because this new gaffer would have get some. Definitely. Yeah, it's good to have transparency and clarity, isn't it? Especially when you're dealing with, like I said, one of the fan favorites. There's certain names that you can't toy about with because clarity and transparency is definitely 100% needed. So when I saw that bit of news there, I had to seek my own clarity as it relates to Tiffany Cameron, rather than being sat here and assuming and wondering what could have happened or making up my own conclusion. I had to seek clarity there for you guys. So hopefully I've given you the necessary information that you was searching for. But then we'll get the edge with practice. Yeah, I mean, but playing against opponents, that gives you an even better edge, no? Especially when it's well-respected opponents, right, coach? practice is practice, but for me practice is to get you match fit, and then for you to take it to the next level to reach ultimate match fit levels, you obviously, in my opinion, need to play against another side. Again, when you're looking at World Cup competition, when you're looking at World Cup qualifiers, surely you want to go neck and neck with someone who is in the same boat as you, someone who's in the same class as you, or someone who is above you. Don't really want to play against, no disrespect to the scrimmage teams, is someone who's, dare I say, a lesser opponent. What greater good comes from that? Again, no disrespect to the team that the Reggae Girlz senior team would have played against, but it's a scrimmage match. I'm pretty sure we all know the meaning of scrimmage. And like I said, the likes of Mexico, USA, and Haiti, who we will all be playing at the championship in Mexico, they all played against well respected outfits for their preparation for the championship. So let that one sink in. Marlo, I have hashed out Marlo already. Marlo, she wasn't selected. I did read out a 26 player tentative squad some weeks ago, a little over 2 weeks ago. She's not injured. Again, just to give you guys the clarity and the transparency, she's not injured. She just wasn't selected on that occasion. But don't fret, guys, just because you won't have the likes of Sweatman and Cameron on this occasion, to name the two players that you guys are concerned about. That doesn't necessarily mean that if we qualify, they won't make it to the World Cup squad, right? So don't fret too much. Don't fret too much. I wish them all the best. I hope we get it right. You and me both. You and me both are going to need some collective, individual, and coaching brilliance to get it done. I think some of you are already just tuning in. I have already spoken about Cameron on a number of occasions there. Frederick Williams. I've already discussed Tiffany Cameron, but just to reiterate, as confirmed by my source at the time that the information was given to me, it was stated that Cameron tweaked a muscle in camp, and at the time, it would have taken 10 more days for Cameron to not feel anything when she sprints. It was also stated that Cameron wasn't properly eased into training when she arrived after being on a short break post season, right? So I hope I've given you guys clarity as it relates to Cameron, since you guys are asking. Rockford, good day to yourself. How are you? That the coach say he played. Huh? I don't really know what you're referring to there, Mr. Price. Marlowe is one of the better midfielder. Okay, so just to add some balance so that you guys don't start fretting and panicking. Fortunately for us, we have squad depth. So when we do certain things, by the grace of God, we should be able to get away with it. So again, I know you guys are concerned of the likes of Marlo and Tiffany, but let me just reiterate that I would think that just because they're not included this time round, that doesn't mean that the door has been closed on them for the possibility of making the World Cup squad if we qualify, that is. But that's just the way I see things. So if I'm wrong when we qualify, if I'm wrong and they're not on the World Cup squad, don't beat me for it. I'm just trying to make sense of the situation. Right, we're going to close off after 1 hour. So I'm going to give you guys that 24 player squad announcement soon before I close off. I'm just trying to go through the comment section there with you all. It's weird that she was completely left out the squad. I think you're referring to Marlo. Someone saying that it's weird that she was completely left out of the squad. I'm going to say Marlo simply because you inquired about Marlo. So I think that one is for the coach, right? I can't sit here and draw conclusions or assume why Marlo wasn't in the or isn't in the confirmed squad there going to the Concacaf championship. All I can really say on this occasion is every coach has their preferred type of players, right? So maybe it could be something as simple as that. I don't want to speculate with you guys because speculation can sometimes be a little bit dangerous. So I don't really want to speculate with you guys. So I leave you guys to draw your own conclusion. But let's remind ourselves that usually when a head coach or a manager comes into the driving seat, they usually have their own preferred players. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Sometimes it's a little bit political. But on this occasion, again, I'm going to leave you guys to draw your own conclusion. But this conversation there around Marler, since you guys brought up Marler, this one wasn't at this point. This wasn't a surprise because I did give you guys the tentative 26 player squad announcement over 2 weeks ago. So we would have known by then that Marlo wasn't even in camp in Colorado, right? Based off the confirmation of the squad then. And I think I would have been surprised if Marlo had been roped in to go into the competitive side of the championship because again she wasn't there in camp, so that one would have surprised me. That one would have also possibly been on as a result of injury, so if there was any injury in midfield then possibly I could see a recall from Marlo. But given what we knew over 2 weeks ago, I wasn't surprised that Marlo's name isn't on the final list. Again, guys, don't fret. I know you have your favorite players. Don't fret. This is football. Things change all the time. And just because you don't see the likes of Marler and Tiffany this time round, that doesn't mean you're not going to see them again. So don't fret. Let's see. What was Marler one of the three ladies who didn't sign the letter? You're talking about politics here, aren't you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really think that has anything to do with it. I don't think that has anything to do. But I can't speak for the coach. I don't think that has anything to do with it. We're all professionals here, right? Or should all be professionals behind closed doors where the women's team is concerned. So I see your point. I see where you're going, but I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. That's a question for the gaffer himself. Um, maybe if you guys see him out and about, pull him up and ask him. Ask him that key question there. What's going on here, Gaff? Why wasn't Marler called up? Is it because she didn't sign the letter? Is because she did sign the letter? Again, I don't know who signed the letter, who didn't sign the letter. So this is what I say, that there's so many different things that's open to interpretation, assumption. So when you don't have key players in the squad or core players in the squad, the federation really and truly have to provide quality wrong word, clarity, have to supply clarity when they're putting out squad announcement, because it's essentially one of the regulars. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think across the JFF social media platform, I don't think they actually gave a reason or highlighted the fact that Marlowe wasn't part of the tentative squad, which is a little bit surprising. I go back and see if they did. If they did, I'm gonna have to apologize, but I don't think they did at the time. Again, it's a little bit odd because usually when one of your core players is absent, you kind of give a reason for it, don't you? Because you don't want your fan base to be speculating. Where is this? I'm sure they must have released the squad, right? Can't find nothing on their can't find nothing on their Instagram, guys. I'm pretty sure they released the squad for the tentative squad. I can't be losing it. I'm almost certain that they released the tentative squad a while back, right? So I can't find it, guys. Maybe I'm just scrolling too fast. But I feel like there's some, I'm kind of confident with what I'm saying in terms of I've not seen any explanation there from the federation as to why Marlo wasn't part of the tentative squad. I guess that's more of a question for the coach. Like I said, that's one for the coach to answer. So again, I don't know who signed that list. I don't really want to get into that too much because I don't want to put the heat on certain players. So I don't know. Good question there, and good day to yourself. I like what you. Thank you, thank you for your generosity. I think this is your first time on my channel. I do think this is your first time on my channel. Hopefully, it's not the last. I like what you are doing with your channel. Keep our flag flying. I hope that this it most certainly will, most certainly will. So thank you, thank you. You've brightened my evening, by the way. So thank you for that. Um, yeah, you guys discussing a couple of politics there in the comment section. Football is a game of opinions, and this is what happens when you don't provide clarity around certain situations, again involving core players, meaning players that the team or the spectators, the 12th man, are expecting to see on the squad list. Of course, you're going to have people speculating. So to drum out the speculation or to stifle anything that you deem to be negative, you obviously need to produce clarity. Like I said, it could be something as simple as manager and his preferential choice. Sometimes that's the way it goes. Sometimes a little bit of politics might be involved in it, but I don't know. I can't speak for Lauren Donaldson. Only he can answer those type of questions that you guys are asking. Don't ask me what just happened there, but I just completely took myself off the screen. My apologies. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying there in the, you mean to tell me Samsung, they play in different position. They play in different position there, Mr. Williams. They play in also, let's remind ourselves that the players don't pick themselves, the players don't pick themselves. So, and again, those two players there that you're comparing, they play in different positions. Excited to hear the Reggae Girl squad is not out tuning in and I don't think it's on any official JFF platform as of yet, but they will be putting something out. I don't think they've put anything out there yet. Let me just double check. I don't think there's anything on their Instagram at least. So that's why I'm eager to find this squad, because I'm certain JFF released the tentative squad that I'm referring to. I know I can't be losing it. They must have done that some weeks back. Little over 2 weeks back. They must have done it. I can't be losing it. Yes, they did. Did they? Yes, they did. Wait, no, that's the wrong squad. That was the Catalonia squad. I'm determined to try and find this list before I closed off for you guys. They must have released the list. They did on June 13th. Someone said they did on June 13th. All right, let's see if I can find it on their social media, because I'm pretty sure they did. June 4th. Oh, June 13th. Where's June 13th then? Let me turn down my volume just in case some music starts playing. There we go. Yes, they did. Thank you. Whoever said that, Mr. Williams, thank you for that. Yeah, I know I wasn't losing the plot. Yes, they did release the tentative squad. At the time, there was 26 players in that squad announcement there for the Concacaf Women's Championship. That was for the training camp there in Colorado. Yeah, there was no explanation there on their Instagram account, at least. And again, I'm guessing the explanation falls at the feet of um the Jamaica football, sorry, the head coach, the interim head coach, Lauren Donaldson. Someone's asking me to pull it up. See if I can pull it up on their Twitter page. Bear with me. Let me see if I can go through their Twitter page and see if I can pull that one up quickly for you guys. So 13th of June is the date I'm looking for. One moment. I think I'm almost there. Guys. Think it's best for me to have my walk before I go and cook because it's almost 8 o'clock and I don't really want to walk too late. So before I finish this, I'm just gonna go and have my walk. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Yeah, cool. All right, let me go ahead and turn on that shade screen for you guys since you guys asked about the right. Okay, so let's head over to I think I might have to remove something. Mr. Williams, sorry, I'm gonna have to remove your comment quickly so you guys can see something clearly. So this is the Coach Donaldson list ahead of their then 2 weeks Colorado training camp. This has been wrapped up and the girls have departed for Mexico as of today. So this was the list then, and I did read this one out to you guys a little over 2 weeks ago. At the time we had Drew's I was saying Drew Spence. I should be starting all the way from the back. My apologies. Rebecca Spencer, Sydney Schneider, Yasmin Jameson, Chantel Swaby, Sashana Campbell, Alison Swaby, Satara Murray, Jada Hilton Pelea, Malaya Atkins, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Salone, Chinalu Asher, Denden Blackwood, Drew Spence, Tiffany Cameron, Tina Wiltshire, Sade Adamolokun, Paige Bailey Gale, Jodie Brown, Trudy Carter, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Kiki Van Zanten, Mariah Gray, and our skipper, Khadija Shaw. I'm saying our skipper Khadija Shaw. Who knows? Has the armband been passed around? Surely not. Can't see us changing captains. That's no disrespect or to discredit the rest of the team. I just don't think that the captaincy armband is something that needs to be toyed about. But again, who knows? Lauren Donaldson, like any other head coach or manager, might have another potential candidate in mind. Every manager have their preferred players. I should assume that the same goes for their captaincy, right? Or vice captain and so on. But I'm not expecting there to be any changes there as it relates to the captain's armband. So for now, I'm still saying the skipper, Khadija Shaw. But if things change, I will let you guys know. But I doubt it because there's really no reason to be fluffing around with the captain's armband. It's good where it is, so just keep it there. Mr. Williams, thank you, sir. Thank you for your fine contribution. It's because of you guys why I've been able to invest in new equipment. I'm so proud of this mic. Seriously, sometimes I just look at it and smile. I'm really proud of my mic, my new headphones, and also my what do you call this, interface for the WhatsApp call-in show. That's all thanks to you guys. You guys played a huge financial part in helping me to afford my investment, put it that way. So thank you guys so much. And as a result, it simply means I'll be giving you guys better quality content. Colin is saying Crystal Marlowe is a good midfield player, but these games is going to be fast and she doesn't have the speed to be effective enough. And I think he wants to play on the ball. He wants player off. He wants play off on. Colin, you tripped me up at the end with that sentence. I think I get what you're trying to say. All right. I hear what you're saying about Muller, Sweatman, but it all comes down to coaching at the end of the day, right? Certain players need protection in certain areas of the game. And when you have a player like a Marlo Sweatman or even at Havana, those type of players, they need protection. So that's where your defensive midfielder comes into play. I hear what you're saying. Not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that's where coaching comes into play. Coach, head coach, manager, backroom staff, you need to know how to generate the best out of your players across the board. So from your goalkeeper to the back line to the midfield, to the attackers, you need to know what gets them ticking. You need to know what position works best for them. You need to know if they need to have extra coverage around them to allow them to play without their shackles, if that makes sense. But I hear what you're saying. So I'm not trying to say that you're wrong. I hear where you're going with that one, but that's where coaching comes into play. And again, let me emphasize that every manager, every head coach have their own preferred players. Mr. Stevens, Mr. Richard Stevens. This is Richard Stevens, right? I'm seeing Richard 7. I'm assuming, but this is why I say I feel like it's Mr. Richard Stevens. It says, guess what I was doing a few minutes ago? Snoozing. Ted sends his regards and says he knew you weren't losing it. Let's grab a cup. I love Ted. Good evening to yourself, Ted. Goody. Make me a cuppa there, Ted. Whilst you're making a cuppa, make one for myself as well. You know how I like my tea. So go ahead and send a cuppa my way, Ted. Good evening to yourself. What's on the dinner menu, Ted? I'm going to love you and leave these shortly so I can make my dinner. Before I make my dinner, I think I might go for a walk before things get too late. It's officially, call it 8 o'clock my time. Was on mute. My apologies. The girls got who they want. I hope they'll give us what we want. Results. Are you saying that they wanted Lorne Donaldson? I don't know. I don't think I can comment on that. I can't confirm that one there for you, Rashid. Definitely can't confirm if Donaldson is who they wanted. That's not to say that they didn't want Donaldson. I just don't have no fact or proof to back up that comment there for you. Lovely comment. Lovely comment. Big up Talawa. How are you? My captain is always Konya Plummer. I think with Konya Plummer, she's one of those players. You know how it goes when Jamaicans give you a nickname, it just sticks with you. So I think in my eyes, and I think in a lot of people's eyes, she will always be Captain Plummer. Regardless of who is wearing the captain's armband. And that's not to disrespect any current captain, either present or future. It's just like I said, once Jamaicans give you a certain nickname, it just sticks with you. So I think people will always refer to her as Captain Konya Plummer, right? It's got a ring to it as well, so it kind of makes sense. But as things stand, I've not heard any changes. As things stand, our captain is Miss Khadija Shaw. Is Bunny. Bunny is our captain. Don't think Donaldson is going to be toying around with his captain's armband. Surely he has bigger things to be worrying about, and I don't think captain's armband is one of our worries. I think the captain's armband is perfectly fine where it is for the time being. Maybe even long term in the future as well. Like I said, Bunny hasn't given us any reason to strip her of the captain's armband, strip her of the captaincy. I think that one would floor me if we were to see the captain's armband pass on to another player. I think that one would definitely floor me. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see soon. In under a week's time, you guys will have answers to your questions. I know you guys are all eager to find out some answers to your questions. See what you guys are saying. Parks. I think this is the first time I've seen you on my channel. Good day to yourself. What's on your lunch or dinner menu? I think I might invite myself over. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your kindness. Trying to see. Okay, let me just go back and refresh this page here where JFF is concerned. I just want to see if they've done anything officially from their end. Before I close off, I will be reading that final 24 players selected for the Concacaf Women's Championship. Really? My apologies. My apologies. My apologies. Do forgive me. But yes, again, thank you for your kindness there. I hope you guys have kindly hit that like button for me as well. I did say on my last live stream, which I think was Sunday night. I gave you guys a live stream on Sunday night. I did say I'll be back either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever. The tentative squad, I just gave you a glimpse. Well, ignore the tentative squad there, Leon. The tentative squad is definitely on JFF's social media, both on Twitter and on Instagram. So if you're searching on Instagram or Twitter, look for June 13th and you'll definitely find it on their page. But I must say at present that tentative squad is irrelevant because there's been a few changes there. I've already touched on the changes to the final squad, the final players selected for the CONCACAF Women's Championship. Again, massive thank you to you guys who have financially contributed to my channel. Thanks to you guys, I've invested, or I should say, correct myself, we have invested in new equipment. So a brand new microphone, brand new headphones, and a brand new, I've never had one before, a completely new interface, which will now allow me to open up the WhatsApp calls for you guys. And it is available. So anytime you guys want to go ahead and speak via WhatsApp, do let me know and I'll be more than happy to bring you guys on air via some audio. Thank you. Thank you. It's not, I should be staying away from cheese, to be honest with you. That dairy products, I should be staying away from all of that. But you can't knock on macaroni and cheese. Should be. I don't stay away from it. Should also stay away from the lasagna and all of that. But yeah, I don't stay away from it at all, especially lasagna. So guys, I have touched on a few things on tonight's live stream. I've got some confirmation for you guys there from a trusted source as it relates to Jade Bailey. Most of you were asking about Jade Bailey, and she is all set and ready to go for the CONCACAF Women's Championship, as is Drew Spence. Those are the two players there that we were waiting on to make their competitive input as it relates to the Reggae Girlz senior team. Also talked about Tiffany Cameron. I know a couple of you have already asked about Tiffany Cameron. I've also spoken about Chantel Swaby, just to bring you guys up to speed. Chantel Swaby is no longer a player for Rangers Football Club. Rangers actually announced yesterday that Chantel Swaby will move on from the club this summer. So as things stands, all we can really do with Rangers is keep an eye on Kayla. So it'll be interesting to see if they add a few Jamaicans to their ranks there. Good to see that Chantel Swaby has departed. Bit of a legendary status there. Not even a bit, I would say, yeah, full on legendary status with what she managed to achieve with Rangers. Incredible fashion there, putting some silverware in their history books. So she's definitely going to be part of Rangers Football Club history books, the club history. Many of their fans will always remember the name Chantel Swaby. Via transparency, loving the mic. Oh wow, music to my ears, Mr. Stevens. I'm glad you love it. I said earlier on, so I look at this mic and I just smile. I'm so happy, like it's a proper mic. I'm really happy, and I'm in a good mood, guys. I'm glad that you guys can hear the obvious sound improvement in terms of quality. That tells me that was money well spent. Mr. Senate, I haven't tested the waters on that one there for you. So I don't want to sit here and lie and say that it is or it isn't, because to be honest with you, I've not asked around. Could ask around for you, but I've definitely not asked that question. So I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I have, because I 100% haven't. Oh gosh, thankfully, finally, right? Slow and steady, absolutely slow and steady wins the race. I'm so chuffed that you guys like the improvement to the sound quality, because like I said, it's one of those things. I looked at the piece of equipment and I was like, all that money on a microphone. It's like, wow, like blown away. But yeah, I'm happy that it's paid off. Pretty sure it will pay dividends in the long run. So you gotta invest in yourself. If there's anything to invest in life, surely it's yourself and your brand, right? That's the only thing that makes perfect sense to me when it comes to forking out ridiculous amount of money. Surely you have to invest in yourself. So guys, I've been speaking well over. I've done it again. I always tell you guys I'm gonna keep these live streams relatively short and sweet for you. I've gone over 1 hour again. Just gone past 1 hour and 60 minutes of live streaming with you guys. We'll be giving you that 24 player announcement. Again, I've reiterated this a couple times, so let me reiterate it again, that the United States, who are one of our opponents, they announced their 23-player roster for the Concacaf Women's Championship. Sorry, guys, back in June, that was on June 13th there, from the United States, and we have released a squad. It's a 24-player squad, but it is, what's the word I'm searching for? There's an additional player there, so one can only assume that that player is on standby. Mr. Stevens, I've been prompted to do this by Mr. Formula Sports a couple of minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago, if that. So, sir, are we saying that you are going to call in, or are you just asking for the number for argument's sake? Because I'm more than happy to release that number, but if I'm not going to get a couple calls, then it will be completely irrelevant to release it. But the system, I'm looking at the interface. If you see me turn away from you, I'm just looking at the interface, and the interface is definitely set up and ready to go. The Haitian team beat Costa. I am telling you. I looked at it, and like I said, fair play to Haiti, because they got tucked in the reverse fixture. In the reverse fixture, which I discussed on the last live stream, Costa Rica defeated them 2-1. So fair play to Haiti to come back out in the reverse fixture of the first fixture and beat Costa Rica 4-2. They mean business. So fair play to them. Someone asked something else. What did they ask? Where's this question? I'm looking for a question. Where is it? Where is it? I cannot oh. Oh, blunder. Yeah, Jamaica have played again. Jamaica have played a few scrimmage. That's music to your ears, right? That's exactly what you wanted to hear. That our opposition, the likes of Mexico, let me remind you all, Mexico have already played against Peru. USA have played against Colombia, and Haiti have played against Costa Rica, well-respected opposition. Jamaica, however, have played scrimmage matches. I know that must be music to all of your ears. So I hope I've answered your question there, as it relates to Friendly and Jamaica. I know I'm missing out on another question. I said I would come back to it. Can I find it? Let's see what Mr. Williams said. What is our chance of coming out of the group? Lovely question. Like I said, I don't doubt the girls. I have firm belief in the team. And as a collective, I think we have been blessed with squad depth. I think we have quality players there, talented girls there. But I'm just so sick and tired of the girls being made to win games based off individual and collective brilliance. I'm just fed up of all of that, really and truly. It's a little bit frightening when you look at the likes of the United States and Haiti and Mexico. Maybe frightening is me being dramatic, but it's concerning for me to say the least. Because for me, when it comes to fine tuning, that is how you perfect your fine tuning, by going up against oppositions who you can rub shoulders with, or by playing against opposition who are perhaps better than you, not less than you. Again, no disrespect to the team that they played against. So that's just my opinion on that. One moment, guys. Yeah, that doesn't mean I don't think that we will get out of our group, though. Let me just reiterate that I have full confidence in the team as a collective and as individuals, but feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them for always having to do things the hard way. Probably success and celebration tastes all that bit sweeter when you have managed to do the unthinkable, when your back is against the wall and so on and so on. But you know what? Sometimes we should just make things easier for ourselves, because we already have a mission to handle. So why add stress to it? That's just the way I see things, anyways. So guys, I think we have reached the end of the live stream. Let me stick to my promise. I said I would give you guys the team news again. Let me just check if JFF have done it themselves. No, they have not. They released a couple stuff. All right, let's they released something about 35 minutes ago. All right. So let me give you guys what they released some minutes ago. Let's go back over here and let's turn on the shared screen. So William, sorry, I'm gonna have to remove your comment. Also going to have to remove my headline. Head over to Twitter quickly before I have to love you and leave you. And as you can see, this one reads for itself. As I said, oh, this is wonderful. They look like they're going through some what's this? This looks like some, are they meditating? That's what it looks like they're doing. Looks like a calm picture. Interesting. Real interesting. Like that. Looking to calm the nerves, if there were any nerves, or maybe just looking to calm the mind. Either way, that's a good look. Right, so as I said earlier on, guys, the team headed off to Mexico earlier on. So they're probably up in the air. I don't know if they're still at the airport, but they're traveling to Mexico, put it that way. So this one pretty much reads for itself. A successful camp in Colorado comes to an end, many thanks to Real Colorado's Soccer Complex, Bob Marley Foundation, Rita Marley Foundation, Sedella Marley, Football is Freedom, and Reggae Girlz Foundation for their assistance, for the assistance provided. So thank you to those names mentioned for supporting the team financially and through other ways as well. Lovely pictures. I hope you guys can see these pictures there on screen from the team. Some really nice shots. So yeah, and if I go back before I close off, I don't actually think JFF have done the squad there for you guys. I don't think they've actually dropped the squad announcement that you guys want to see visually. No, it isn't there. Let me just click on that once more, see if they've got a tweet behind it. They don't have a tweet behind it, so no, they haven't. So I'm just gonna have to read that one out for you guys again. Sorry. It's better than nothing though, guys. It's better than having nothing at all. Um, hmm. um, all right. Okay, guys. What boy band? Okay, let me just bring that list up for you guys. See if I can get that list up again for you guys. Actually, I'm gonna check their Instagram. No, nothing is there. You know what's going to happen? I am going to I'm going to close off on my live stream, and then that's when you guys are going to be able to see the squad list visually. Before I close off, let me just give you guys some further good news as it relates to the Reggae Girlz. Their Atlanta premise has re-signed with London Lionesses. So for those of you who are in London like myself, you can go ahead and watch Atlanta premise when she returns to competitive football for her club. You can go and get yourself down to a London Lionesses game. That's some good news there for those of us who are based in England or London, like myself. Even if you're not based in London, if once you're in England, make some effort to go and watch the Reggae Girlz play, regardless of where they're based or regardless of where they're playing. All right, so let me go up. As I said to you guys before, the girls are traveling. See if I can bring something up on screen for you guys before I get into reading out that list again there for you. Girls are traveling. I hope you guys can hear me. If not, I will give it another go. So let me just reiterate what I have already said as it relates to the 24 players confirmed for the Concacaf Women's Championship. You are looking at the bags of Paige Bailey Gale, packed and ready to go to Mexico. That one reads for itself, doesn't it? It says another stamp on my passport pending. So loading. Something is loading. Hopefully, it's something special for Paige Bailey Gale and her teammates. Best of luck to the girls as they head off to Mexico for what will be, hopefully, by the grace of God, a successful World Cup qualifying campaign. And the team reads as follows: Sydney Schneider, Chantel Swaby, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Salone, Chinelu Asher, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Khadija Shaw, Sashana Campbell, Rebecca Spencer, Denden Blackwood, Alison Swaby, Tierney Wiltshire, Drew Spence, Satara Murray, Yasmin Jameson, Trudy Carter, Jada Hilton Palea, Kiki Van Zanten, Jodie Brown, Mariah Gray, Paige Bailey Gale, and Sade Adamolakun. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple pictures there, past pictures there of training. Good to see some togetherness there with the team together. Smiles, some lovely smiles as well. Calmness on show. We had Paige Bailey Gale, like I said to you guys, there on free kick duties. So this is something for you guys to look out for. Paige Bailey Gale on free kick duties some days ago. Here you have the team again being spoken to by Lon Donaldson. And also, it's also time for some downtime, was time for some downtime before things get rocky and heated. Some team bonding there on your screen where the girls were playing cards. And that is how we're looking as things stand. Pretty calm at the moment. Let's hope it remains that way in under a week away from today. We will already know the result of the Mexico game. So let me just go ahead and remind you all in 1 week's time, in under a week, we would have known the results for the Mexico game. This is how it reads, guys. Put these dates in your back pocket, stick these on your calendar. Make a note of it. Do whatever you want. Just make sure you remember these dates. Mexico versus Jamaica, the host taking on the Reggae Girlz on July 4th, followed by July 7th, where Jamaica will be taking on the United States. And we're also set to take on our Caribbean rivals, Haiti, on July 11th. So, if you guys are feeling calm and confident, I want to know perhaps on my next live stream, because I do have the WhatsApp calling up and running, ready to go. Ready to go. All you guys have to do is just ask for the number and I'll be more than happy to provide it to you. And let me just remind you guys that I have introduced the WhatsApp calling show for those of you who are a little bit camera shy. I don't really know why you guys are camera shy, but hopefully you're not audio shy as well, because then I'll pretty much run into a brick wall. I'm trying to accommodate each and every one of you. Dre, good afternoon, Dre. How are you? All is well, my end, Dre. How's everything with you? How's everything with you? I hope everything is well there, Mr. Chelsea. I got a bone to pick with you, Mr. Chelsea. I heard someone told me that you guys are trying to hijack a deal. I know you know which deal I'm referring to. I've got a little bone to pick with you. I hope if that's what you're trying to do with Chelsea, trying to pull a fast one, I hope it fall short for you there, Dre, since we're London rivals. Mr. Taylor, I am a subscriber to your channel for over 3 months now. Thanks for keeping us Jamaicans informed with news of our... You are most welcome. It is my pleasure. It is my absolute... And thank you for staying. Thank you for sticking by me over the last couple of months. I hope you remain one of my followers forever, for life. So it's good to have you around. And it's good to know that you're enjoying the content. I heard Gunners. I heard. I'm gonna read that whilst I'm making my dinner. I'm not happy with you and your team there, Dre. Jay said Jesus should be. Jesus is right where he needs to be. Uh, big up yourself, special edition. How are you? Good evening. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Is Cameron hurt and not going to make it to Mexico? Yes, sorry to be the bearer of bad news there. I've read out that 24 player selected players, confirmed players for the Concacaf Women's Championship. Unfortunately, Cameron isn't on the list. Yes, she is hurt. Let me read out what was confirmed by my source some days ago. At the time, this is what was said. Cameron tweaked a muscle in camp, and it would take about 10 more days for her not to feel anything when she sprints. This was some days ago, so you can chop those 10 days into maybe 7 more days or so. It was also stated that she wasn't properly eased into training when she arrived after being on a short break post season, right? So I hope I've added some clarity there for you, Mr. Special Edition. Guys, oh wow, we've been talking for just over 1 hour and 30 something minutes. I think the time has come. I think I've done everything that I promised that I would give to you guys. I've given you guys some two updates there as it relates to Atlanta Primus and Chantel Swaby for their respective clubs. So just to reiterate there that Chantel Swaby has departed Rangers. So she's no longer a Rangers player, but she's leaving Rangers, departing Rangers in applaudable fashion. League title in her back pocket, down in the history books for Rangers women's team. And Atlanta Primus has announced that she has re-signed with London Lionesses. She said big things coming soon. I hope she's referring to the World Cup qualifiers and also some bit of action there for the pending women's football season with her club. Wow, you know what, guys? I think we're gonna have to kick out Mr. Chelsea from the chat. I'm not even going to I'm not gonna bite. I'm not gonna read about that just now. I'm gonna trying to get me to bite, but I'm hungry, Dre, but not that hungry. Nice try though. Nice try. Tiffany Cameron. Well, I hope yeah, I do hope that she has a speedy recovery. Definitely hope she has a speedy recovery. Gunners for Life, can you name the squad? Well, since you asked so nicely, guess I could name the squad and then sign off. If you haven't hit the like button already, please do go ahead and kindly hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, do go ahead and hit the subscribe button, please and thank you. Right, let's try something quickly. If I could stop my shared screen because I don't really need it. Let's see. I need to give you guys anything. After I close off on this, I think Ryan did a video. It's about just over 20 minutes long. And it's about the men's senior team. So you guys can go and check out that video at some point. So like I said, I'm going to be giving you guys that what do you call it? A final read of the squad announcement. Selected players there for the Concacaf Women's Championship. How you guys feeling about Mexico? We're going to dive into Mexico as the days get closer, so don't worry about that. How you guys feeling about taking on Mexico? You feeling confident? You feeling cautiously optimistic? How you feeling? Just managed to do a live stream without my fan being on. My fan is usually always on because it gets hot at times, but I've managed to do a live stream without my fan being on. That's good. All right. What am I looking for? He's trying to get me to bite, but I'm not biting at all. Fair play to Dre though, but I am not biting at all. Please hit the like button, get us to. I like the way you said us. This tells me that you are the ultimate 12th man. Definitely get us to 50 likes if you can, guys. Oh, it's over 50 likes. You guys are far too kind to me. Thank you very much. Right. Okay, so let's get up the team there. Let me just get up a picture of the team and give that announcement to you guys. And let me go over and stick on my headline. Headline reads for itself, doesn't it? If you don't want to read the headline, I'll go ahead and read it for you. The headline says, Reggae Girlz confirms squad for Concacaf Women's Championship. And the squad reads as follows. Just to remind you all, there are 24 players on the list that was supplied to myself a while ago. So here is how it reads, guys. Sydney Schneider, Chantel Swaby, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Stallone, Chinalu Asher, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Promise, Khadija Shaw, Sashana Campbell, Rebecca Spencer, Denden Blackwood, Alison Swaby, Tani Wilshire, Drew Spence, Satara Murray, Yasmin Jameson, Trudy Carter, Jada Hilton Palea, Kiki Van Zanten, Jodie Brown, Mariah Gray, Paige Bailey Gale, and Sade Adamolakun. I hope that you guys heard me there loud and clear. I'm always a little bit concerned once I bring the images up on screen. I know sometimes it doesn't work once I bring the images up on screen and I try to do like basically a voiceover with the images. Sometimes it don't always go according to plan. I hope on that occasion it did. Gonna stay with you guys for a couple more minutes till I'm going to have to love you and leave you. How you guys feeling? You guys want to test out the WhatsApp calling whilst I'm here? Let me know if you guys want to. I can probably give you maybe say 5 more minutes of my time if you guys want to test out the WhatsApp calling. Like I said, everything is up and ready. So if you guys want to test it out, I've tested it out already. It did work. I hope it don't shame me because these technology like to shame people at times. So if you guys want to, you're more than welcome. If you guys want to test out the WhatsApp calling show, let me know. And we can do a little test. Do a little test to see if this thing is going to shame me. I just arrived. Can you share the squad again? We are going to give good account against Mexico. Hope our physical football can throw them off. I hope you are right there, Mr. Price. I hope you are right. Hope your money in the bag with that comment. Charles is saying, I just arrived. Can you share the squad again? I most certainly can. How you guys feeling there in the comment section? Fancy checking out the WhatsApp calling option before I close off? Let me know. Let me know by the time I finish reading the squad announcement. Someone's just asked me to read it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. So let me know by the time I finish reading the squad announcement. If you guys want to test out that WhatsApp calling option. Like I said, I can probably talk for maybe 5 minutes on it. It's 8:33 p.m. and I've not made my dinner, so I do need to make a little dash and go and have something to eat. Let's bring up that picture once more. Before I do this again, actually, before I bring up the picture, did you guys hear me when I brought up the picture some minutes ago? Could you guys hear me in the comment section? Because it will be pointless to bring up another picture if you guys didn't hear me. Wouldn't really make sense. So let me know if you heard me the last time round before I can continue, please. If not, I might have to read. Yes, we did. Thank you, Mr. Grant. All right, let's go. Let's go ahead and bring up, give you guys a different picture this time round. Right, in no particular order, let's give you guys that 24 players selected for the Reggae Girlz Concacaf Women's Championship. Sydney Schneider, Chantel Swaby, Jade Bailey, Vian Sampson, Havana Salone, Chinelu Asher, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Khadija Shaw, Sashana Campbell, Rebecca Spencer, Denden Blackwood, Alison Swaby, Tierney Wiltshire, Drew Spence, Satara Murray, Yasmin Jameson, Trudy Carter, Jada Hilton Palea, Kiki Van Zanten, Jodie Brown, Mariah Gray, Paige Bailey Gale, and Sade Adamolakun. So that is your official Reggae Girlz squad for the CONCACAF Women's Championship, where we will be seeking, the girls will be seeking to qualify for a second consecutive World Cup appearance on the bounce. Can they do it? I believe they can. Believe wholeheartedly that they can do it. Tough mission ahead there, tough task ahead, but I think they'll step up to the plate and give us what we're all desperately seeking. Which is to go to another World Cup. Don't know about you guys, but I definitely want to see my country in another World Cup in my lifetime. Any team for that matter, you know, youth team. Over on the boys' side, they're close to hopefully pulling off something special. Hopefully they can do that. And then hopefully the women's senior team can go ahead to and make us proud. They usually do make us proud. Like I said, very rarely disappoint. Usually make us proud, usually hold their own. Good day. How are you? Travis. Good day to yourself, Travis. How are you? Mr. Brahma says, nice roster. Unfortunate, we didn't have any. We had scrimmage. I don't know if scrimmage is any music to your ears there, Mr. Brahma. We had scrimmage. Had a couple scrimmage matches. Whilst the likes of the host nation, Mexico, they played against Peru. USA played against Colombia. And Haiti played against Costa Rica. If that doesn't send a bit of chills down your spine, I don't think anything else will. You have a nice face for our channel. I like the way you guys are saying our channel, because it literally is our channel. You guys have helped me to invest in new equipment, so it is truly our channel. No, Den is there. Miss Blackwood is there. Den is 100% there. She's in the squad. Miss Blackwood is definitely in the squad there. And let me just go ahead. I'm gonna bring up another picture there, and I'll read out the little press release there for you guys. Let's go with a different picture for you all. Let's go with something that looks a little bit more relaxing. Let me hit you guys with this one, right? And we can just go ahead and look at that little press release, short press release, pretty much straight to the points. The Reggae Girlz broke camp this morning and are headed to Mexico today. They spent 2 weeks at altitude in Denver, Colorado, undergoing intense preparation, and will now go into another 4-day camp in Mexico as they fine tune for the Concacaf Women's Championship against the host nation next Monday. In case you're wondering who is the host nation is Mexico. The delegation will enter the Concacaf host hotel on Saturday. So hopefully we're all up to speed on all relevant information as it relates to the Reggae Girlz. I'm trying to keep us all on the same page. Hence, doing this live stream much earlier than I usually do a live stream. I don't usually do a live stream this early unless there is a game going on. Usually hit you guys with the live stream around 11 to 2 a.m. in the morning, my time, just to accommodate you guys. Anyone you wanted which didn't make the squad? Interesting. If I answer this question, it opens up a totally different conversation. I think I don't have the time on my hands here, Charles. But I will say that it's a good squad. It's definitely a good squad. Like I said, fortunately for us, we do have squad depth. So we're able to make a few rotations here and there, given availability and so on. But it is a good squad. I don't think there's definitely no one there that I'm disappointed with in seeing them in the team. So that speaks volumes when you can look at, be it the tentative, why do I keep saying tentative? The tentative squad, the 26-player tentative squad from some weeks ago. Even then, I wasn't looking at any player and thinking, why are you here? So it's good that you can have a squad that you are, pleased with or okay with in terms of player selection and squad depth, and not kind of having your hands in your face or your face in your hands or whatever, wondering why did they make the cut. So that is how we are looking there, guys. We have pretty much covered everything. I'm gonna give this one more spin where the Jamaica Football Federation is concerned. See if the nope, they haven't. But knowing my luck, I would love to give you guys some visual graphics there from the Jamaica Football Federation, but no, definitely they're not. They haven't released the list yet. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pleased with the squad. I'm pleased with the squad. Obviously, we know the situation around a few players, a few of the core players, but unfortunately, it is what it is. And we can't sit here and sulk. All we really can do is be the ultimate 12th man and support the players, support all of the players as individuals and as collective, be it the players who are in Mexico or heading to Mexico, or even the players who were unfortunate and fell short and weren't able to grab a ticket to Mexico. Again, just because you haven't seen a core player in the team now, that doesn't mean that you won't see them when they go to the World Cup. I'm going to say when they go to the World Cup because I'm trying to speak certain things into existence. So the likes of your Marlowe or your Cameron or your Plummer. We know that Plummer is unavailable due to personal reasons, but that does not mean that when we qualify, you won't be seeing Plummer in the team for the World Cup. So just bear that in mind when you guys are looking at certain situations. I know it's a little bit disheartening when you don't see certain players, especially when there's no clarity there from the federation or the coaching staff. You kind of assume, don't you? You go off on your own little assumption. Why isn't this player involved? So with these things, I'm gonna reiterate, when you have core players who are missing from the team, just out of courtesy, clarity is needed, transparency is needed. It stops a lot of negativity. I can tell you that when you have the clarity and the transparency around key players being omitted from the team, it stops so much negativity from flying left, right, and center. Hopefully, I've managed to give you guys some clarity there as it relates to a few of the players that you guys have highlighted. Thank you for your generosity. I'm going to put that one in my back pocket, and I'm going to be investing in more equipment. Every time that you guys send something financially my way, I literally put it towards brand new equipment. So the channel will definitely keep getting better as things go on. I've reached the worst. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 10 minutes time, and then I'm going to close off. In 10 minutes time, I would have been speaking to you guys for 2 hours, which is well over my target. My target was 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes max. But this is the hardest part, closing off on the live stream. So I'm going to give you guys 10 more minutes until I close off. Once we get a good result against Mexico and beat Haiti, we'll be in the World Cup with no doubt. Yeah, I think it's important. I think the opening match is pivotal to how we're going to end the qualifiers. So by the grace of God, we'll get an all-important result over Mexico, be it a straightforward win, a gritty win, just not the result that we don't need. So by the grace of God, hopefully we can tuck in the host nation. But key things to bear in mind is the fine-tuning. Are we fine-tuned? If we're not fine-tuned, you know what that means, don't you? It means we'll be relying on individual and collective brilliance. So that's when things start to get a little bit tense, when we have to rely on individual and collective brilliance. Be interesting to see what style of play that Don Donaldson come up with. Be interesting to see what he does. Would have been even more pleasing if they allowed the 12th man to catch a glimpse of the scrimmage matches. I remember in the last World Cup qualifying campaign, so back in 2018, I, like many other 12th man, we were paying to watch friendly matches. I remember it because it was something I wasn't best pleased about. Because it's a friendly match, and I don't know no other nation that charges their spectators, their 12 man, to watch a friendly match, not even a competitive one. Either way, you shouldn't be charging your 12 man to watch the game on TV. Not TV, on third party websites, by the way. In my opinion, it should be on free to air TV. I can tell you that all these games should be on free to air TV within the respective countries. So obviously, Jamaica. So yes, I was expecting to pay to watch those scrimmage matches, and I was willing to pay. As much as I hate it, I was willing to pay to watch scrimmage matches just so I can get a look at the team, see what we're up against, look at how we're looking physically, because it's hard to tell how someone is mentally, right? Unless you have a one-to-one with them. So just looking at how we look physically as a team, as a unit, as individuals. It's a bit of a shame that really and truly we don't know, because whatever happened in the last two camps where we managed to jump over the first hurdle and qualify for the championship, the Concacaf Women's Championship, all of that is completely irrelevant. That's in yesterday. We can't take yesterday's result into next week because it has no relevance. The only relevance it has is it got us to where we need to be right now. But yesterday's results, even if today was Monday and Monday's the day where we beat Mexico, that is irrelevant when we come up against USA and when we come up against Haiti. Yesterday results has no relevance to the present. So it would be great if I like you guys were able to watch those scrimmage matches, but unfortunately we weren't given the opportunity to even take a look at the team. So it's sad, but it is what it is. How the situation happened with Blaine, I don't feel too good about. I guess it depends on what you feel to believe, isn't it, Travis? It depends on what you want to believe. I always say, unless there's absolute certainty, with regards to what is rumored to have happened with the last gaffer and the team, sometimes it's best to not even listen too tough when it comes to those type of conversations. But more importantly, I guess now it's time for us to just move on and focus on what's with us. I think the only time that we can really maybe scratch the surface, you mentioned Vin Blaine there, the former gaffer. Only time we can really do that is possibly maybe at the end of the qualifiers, or maybe when you're analyzing game by game. I pray the scrimmage have been of quality. It depends on your definition of quality there, Mr. Brammer, because how do you compare a say a semi-pro team to a team like Peru, or a team like Colombia, or a team like Costa Rica? How do you compare them? Because though I feel like when you target teams who are on the same level as you, teams that you rub shoulders with, or teams that are a level above you, you get the best out of your team as individuals and as a collective. You know, the likes of Peru, the likes of Colombia, and the likes of the other team name, Colombia, Peru, Costa Rica. My apologies to Costa Rica. Those aren't pushover teams. That's not to say that the scrimmage game would have been a walk in the park pushovers. Not at all. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have made it they wouldn't have made it easy for the Reggae Girlz. Definitely wouldn't have made it easy for them. So it's not to say that they don't match us. It's just the name speaks for itself. It says scrimmage. It said scrimmage. We all know the definition of scrimmage, right? So yeah, this is why I'm saying that that's one of my concerns. We heard the captain saying she's the captain because I don't think the armband has been passed on. We heard the captain there, Bunny, some weeks ago when she played in the final at Wembley against her countrywoman Drew Spence. Spoke to her after the final at Wembley, and she spoke about the importance of preparation. Spoke quite confidently about her team. No doubt she believes in her teammates, but she also echoed the importance of preparation. So I'll allow you guys to make your mind up with that one. But yes, it's an interesting one. You can't, which is, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's exactly that. It's exactly that. Mr. Addition, I feel very great, Crystal, about our chances of making it back to back World Cups. I love your confidence. Thank you for your generosity. I love your confidence. Definitely. Yeah, I think if it was just purely based on the team, as individuals and as a unit, I'll be like, yeah, we're going Australia and New Zealand. By the way, for those of you who don't already know, the next World Cup will be played in Australia and New Zealand, respectively. So if it was just down to the team as individuals and as a unit, I'll be beaming with confidence. But my only concern there is preparation. And also, we know now that one of our key players, Tiffany Cameron, she picked up an injury in camp. So it makes your mind wonder. You're thinking, who else picked up an injury? Did anyone else pick up an injury? Are our soldiers fully fit and ready to go? Or is there a few niggles there that we should be concerned about? We don't know the answer to these things because we didn't see the team play. There's very little information that's being said officially from the right appropriate channel, and I'm obviously related to the federation and the coach to communicate with us as the 12th man and to clarify a few things. So as ever, we're left in the dark and we have to kind of just make up our own conclusion. That's dangerous. That's a dangerous position to be in. Because some of us are going to get it right, some of us are going to get it horribly wrong. But whose fault is that? You definitely can't poke fun at the 12th man because we're left in the dark. So to an extent, if the 12th man come up with their own story and it doesn't even add up or make sense, just have to take that one on the chin because they don't really have much choice, do they? Yeah, the game is next Monday. Game is next Monday. With lack of games, it's very hard to know the teams. But it is so difficult, Travis. I can't even tell you. Like I said, as much as I know this team like the back of my hand, I can't even tell you what to expect. You don't know. You don't know. Some of the girls finish season. Obviously, we know that the team is based in every corner of the land. So you have girls who are playing in England, you have girls who played in Scotland, Poland, Lithuania, Hungary, Canada, the United States, all over the globe, basically. And that simply means that you will have league seasons coming to an end earlier with their respective clubs, compared to their teammates. So, and then that simply means that you would have had a few of their teammates who would have been on their postseason break sooner, some of them later than others. So you're at from the jump, you're at different levels. Fitness levels is different. It must be different, right? Because if you've been on your deserved, let's have emphasis, deserved holiday for a couple of weeks, and your teammate has only had 1 week of holiday, your fitness level is different, especially if your teammate is coming out of direct competition with their respective clubs. And if you're most certainly coming from club straight into camp, your fitness level is going to be different to players who have had a long rested deserved break post season and has managed to hit the gym and fine tune themselves as a matter of being proactive. So it's those little things that we don't have an answer to, that we have to kind of sit here and just speculate about and ponder over. So I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm cautiously optimistic. Full confidence in the team, but I'll be lying if I said to you that I wasn't cautiously optimistic, because like I said, I don't doubt the team, but the preparation aspect frightens me. Absolutely frightens me. Fair point. The squad have quality players from big leagues, so they have to dominate. Yeah, I want to kind of hold my horses on the whole. I get, that that you expect them to dominate. You're right. You do expect them to dominate, but the thing with that is, Travis, I love your comment, but the issue with your comment, not that there's an the downside, not an issue. The downside to your comment is, in order for players or player to maximize their potential, they have to be given the appropriate tools for success. You have to give them the tools, right? You can't just go out there and say work magic. They're not magicians, they're human beings. They have to be given the appropriate tools so that they can give us the necessary success. So I get your point. I like your comment, but again, my worry here is, have they been given the appropriate tools to taste success? So yeah, that's where my concerns lies with the Reggae Girls. But who knows? We'll see. All right, let's give this one more refresh where the Jamaica Football Federation is concerned. It's nothing there, guys. So unfortunately, I think someone asked me to bring something up for the Jamaica. Have hung on for your sake, but I can't hang on no longer because it's not there. They might post it later on, or tomorrow, if and when they feel the need to. Yeah, the coach have to use his tactics to the best 100%. It's not big up straight out of hot Miami. Drive safe. Keep your eyes on the road. Keep your eyes on the road, and I hope you make it home safe and sound. I hope all of you there who are out and about making it home from work, I hope you arrive home safe and sound. That's an underrated blessing that we take for granted as human beings. So I hope you guys make it home safe and unharmed. So guys, we have come to the end of my live stream. I think I have covered everything that's necessary to you guys, and I will try my best to give you guys regular updates as it relates to the Reggae Girls, with timing in mind. So we're gonna be talking more about the likes of Mexico, USA, and Haiti at convenience. So when it is absolutely necessary for us to talk about them, we will. You read my mind. You definitely read my mind. Those of you there in the comments section, before I forget my manners, massive thank you for sitting with me for the best part of over 2 hours for my live stream. If you're just tuning in, the headline reads for itself, doesn't it? If you don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. It says Reggae Girlz confirmed squad for the Concacaf Women's Championship in under a week away. Everything would have kicked off and we would have known the results from match day 1. where the Concacaf Women's Championship is concerned. If you guys are new to the platform, do go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, please do go ahead and hit the like button. I am now going to close off on this live stream so I can go and make my dinner and possibly do a late walk as well. I think I might do the walk before I eat my dinner. So guys, thank you for tuning into my live stream. Can't do these live streams without you. To those of you who have supported me via the views, via the comment section, and also financially, massive thank you to you guys for helping me to grow the channel. I'm going to be closing off. Before I close off, let's give Jamaica Football Federation one more refresh for you guys. Nope, nothing there. But I've given you guys all the necessary information for now. Thank you guys for blessing me with a moment of your time. If I don't see you between now and the rest of the week, do enjoy a lovely week. Have a lovely week. And when the weekend comes, if I don't see you over the weekend, have a fantastic weekend. See what you... Miss Brown, Miss Rochelle Brown. Rochelle, you've missed the whole entire show. But it's there for playback. You can definitely go and hit the playback at your convenience. As I was saying there, guys, if I don't see you between now and the rest of the week, have a cracking week, a lovely weekend when it comes. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Get home safe if you are out and about. Don't forget to hit the like button. Do take care of yourself. Until next time.
Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.